truly didn't believe that Brook's backstory was going to be this impactful into the story, have connections to what's going on right now. Also, the king of this kingdom of Asperia, actually he's the prince right now, but when he becomes the king, I can see why Baruch respects him so much because, bro, dude's a G. One Piece chapter 1184. We are all bones when we die. This is the theme of the whole chapter. Starting off with the chapter, we got Shirley. She's grown up now. She's age 14. Her beauty and popularity has spread throughout the nearby kingdoms and all these princes that came to get her hand in marriage. But she ends up just beating them all up and saying how she doesn't like weak men and people who don't know how to play music. Only one guy in my mind who she's talking about. In the next panel, we get to see Brook grown up even more. He's age 27 now. Loki, his fit is actually on. Like, he got that fit on. And Loki kind of looks like the royal knights. Shirley's basically hitting on Brook, basically saying, I know you like strong women, and she's stronger now and cuter. And then she says something I don't even want to repeat here about her chest filling out. Like, Oda, do we even need to put that in there, bro? As Brook is shaming her for what she's doing, he's basically, then the next panel, he's basically hitting on these two girls and how she's like, how can you talk to me about that when you're doing the same thing? Brook sings a song for Cheryl, basically saying, cows and frogs and slaves and kings, we're all bones when we die. Low-key a bar, that is true. We're all gonna be 6 feet under. Shirley says how she loves Brook's music. He responds with, yeah, your majesty said the same thing. Shirley's like, you really do love my dad, don't you? And obviously he's like, your mom too, you know, you had to put that in there. But he all talks about how he owes him everything. And without her father, he would be a bag of bones. Now we see the tragic and sad background of Brook. He's age 11 right now. This is him outside of a school looking at all these well-dressed students playing the instruments and music, where he's getting chased out by maybe a security guard here for being like just a nuisance to them. I guess he constantly does this. Then Brook starts singing this song about blaming the king, how we need a new king, and this is why everything's so bad for him because the king sucks. As Brook is singing the song, this guy appears who is the king of Asperia. But in the moment, Brook doesn't know that. Technically, he's still a prince, but get that revealed later on. And they're just hanging out. They're boys. Like, I guess this old dude been listening to his songs all the time. And then he talks about how he's aged 21. And I'm like, even me reading it, I'm like, damn, that's a rough 21. Like, what? Brook offered him some food, so he cooks him some food, and it looks garbage. Like, I wouldn't even, you couldn't even pay me to eat that, bro. And then we get this scene from the king going on this date with this high prince, and they're getting this famous gourmet food. As he's about to eat Brook's globber of food, he eats the bite of food and just like, I don't know how he didn't die on impact, but Brook and this guy becomes boys. Like, they hang out all the time just playing music. Like, he literally made a violin from a glass bottle and some wires. Kind of skipped this over, but Brook used to always, when he was making that food, he would use this chili powder that he used to get from the Navy ships, and he would sneak on and take some chili powder for his food. But he gets caught this time. This time he gets caught. They got him tied up, beat up. Like, it's bad for him. They thinking he's the mule for this gang kingdom. He's like smuggling drugs for them, which technically he's really just grabbing chili powder for his food. As Brook is getting interrogated, he's singing in the same song that he was singing before about the kings and the slaves turning bald, like all being bones. The Marine guy's not having it, man. He beat him up. He's like, bro, I don't want to hear your shit. Right when it looks over for my boy, it looked like he's about to be turned into a bag of bones for real. Boom, pops in the prince. This is where Brook's like, the first time hearing him being referred to as a prince. He rushes over to Brook, saves him, just glad that he's doing good and not too injured. All the guys that kidnapped Brook were pretty mad. Like, bro, this dude's a mule. We gotta take him out. Like, he's trash. Like, also they're like, the worried about that the person they're stealing from is the Navy, which works for the world government. And like bro, we can't have them on our side, on our bad side. So the prince, and then we get to see Shirley's mom, Handal. I guess she actually is a bodyguard for the prince. He sends out her to go beat up on the guys that were hurting Brook. Best panel of the whole chapter, like my boy going out there trying to save his boy. Just look at the look on Brook's face. First time anyone ever fighting for him. Everyone in the kingdom loves Shirley's mom. Brook wakes up at the palace This is where he's telling him, like the king's telling, I mean, the prince is telling him how he didn't want to tell him how about his royal position because they were having so much fun and we got it in the way. And I was saying like how like every time she was looking for the prince, she didn't know she was be hanging out with Brook basically. And this is where we see Brook get his initial nosebleed, which is kind of a Sanji mark though. And probably the greatest moment, the most significant moment of Brook's life, this is why he feels like he saved his life, was the prince basically letting Brook stay at the at his palace, getting him a room, getting him some instruments, and that he's able to go to school, attend school to play some music. Now he's gonna be the new star of Vesperia. See the tears running down his face, bro. This chapter was peak.